Hi, welcome to this video. This is Arvind here. So let's look at the market view and rate setup for the week starting 5th of April 2021. All right, so this is the daily chart of Nifty. So on Thursday, Nifty has closed above both 20 and 50-day moving average. And it has formed like a pin bar or a bullish hammer kind of pattern, which is indicating there is more upside that is expected for the next week. Right? So the immediate hurdle, it can come around 15,050. So 14,950 to 15,000 is the range where there is a very strong resistance zone. So there is a chance we will open gap up and try to break out here. If it sustains above 15,050, I think there is a chance it may. There are actually three levels of resistance zones here: 15, 2, 270 to 300, and again 424. So these three resistance zones will be it'll be very stiff resistance to cross. So probably we will consolidate here in this range for the coming week. But the immediate, this a near-term view is definitely bullish. So it is good to stay on the long side. If it all be open with a good gap and maybe move sideways around 15,050, it's a good place to book your profits if you're holding long positions and wait and see if it sustains above this. Again, this will give another fresh long trade, or any dip towards 15,000, 14,950 will again be fresh buying opportunities. So I'm not trying to initiate fresh at a gap up. Probably I'll see if it sustains above or it gives up the gains and comes back to support, because this is a very strong support at 20 DMA, which is around 14,836 as of now. So this value may change on Monday, but any kind of dip towards 20 DMA will be a fresh buying opportunity. The idea is to keep buying Nifty, any kind of dips or at a breakout zone above 15,050. So this is the two levels we're looking at. And coming to Bank Nifty, uh, immediate supply zones coming at 34 200 to 34 300. This is a strong resistance zone. You can see here immediate resistance zones, another 300 400 point. Good chance we will open gap up somewhere here, and if it sustains above, good buying opportunity again. And any kind of declines to here 34,000 will again be fresh buying opportunity. So what are the next levels? If it sustains above, uh, we can expect 34 750 to 35,000. That is the next supply zones coming here, and towards here. So these two supply zones are here, but idea is to keep buying uh, or at breakout zones or at declines to support. So there's no short trade here because the bias is definitely positive. So good to stay long here. So looking at the US market, starting with Dow Jones, you can see there is a supply zone at 33 250 zones, and just closed somewhere near that. It's formed a bullish pattern and it's kind of moving sideways in the last four days. Right? There is a good chance it may even break out and sustain, because S&P 500 has already done that. It's at all-time highs. You can see here, opened with the gap, and it's formed a bullish Marubozu pattern. It's showing very strong buying, and there is more upside left. There is a good chance it will move sideways and again start making fresh highs this month. So after this US stimulus announcements, so that could have a positive impact on the market. So that's the view on S&P. And coming to Nasdaq, even there we saw a good move on the gap and sustain. You can see big gap and closed above 50 DMA. So there is a chance it may continue to make higher levels. So 580 kind of a zone is the next supply zone. It may fill the gap. So there is definitely more upside. Even if it goes above, and it may probably consolidate because it's already at the edge of Bollinger Band. So there is a good chance it may consolidate and then move the next uptrend. That's also possible, but definitely the trade is on the long side. That is the view looking at the global markets. So other factors like US bond yields, let's look at that. It has actually given up some of the gains. You can see here it's around below 1.7. That's a positive, but still 20 DMA is acting as a support. So there is a chance it may hold above. If it holds above, probably it may even go higher. But as of now, you can see last 1 week it is kind of in a range bound. So there's not much movement here. That is a good sign. as long as it stays below 1.7, 1.8, I think it should be fine, in my opinion. Looking at the dollar index, that's also not moved much in the last 4 or 5 days, around 93, 94. And sorry, it's not even 94, it's 93.5. So it's not moved much in the last 4 or 5 days. That's also in favor of emerging markets, right? So that is the view. SGX Nifty is close around 15,000. Uh, there's a good chance if it sustains here, we will open with a 100-point gap up approximately. So let's hope that sustains above, right? So that's the view. Looking at FII data, you can see here FIIs have actually started to buy. Uh, Here they have bought. Volume is not so high, but still they're the buy side. And looking at the last few months activity, you can see here DI has also started buying after 5 months of selling. So looking at purely at DI angle, something which we should try to follow for no positional traders and investors. I think it's a good time to start building long positions, given that new financial year has started. So there could be more inflow of funds, and that should work in our favor. Let's see how that plays out. But still, net, you can see here both FIIs and AIs have actually bought in the month of March, right? So that's the view. And in terms of sectoral performance, I'm expecting Bank Nifty to outperform next week. So banking and financials may give you some buying opportunities along with IT, because IT will be starting with the corporate results announcements, and then this month will be quarterly results. Expectations will play a huge role on market sentiments, right? So I'm expecting banking, financials, and IT to outperform, and other sectors like metals and FMCG may consolidate or give up some of the gains due to profit booking because they've already rallied a lot. So that's something. If you want to buy fresh, I think banking, financials is where you should look at, and probably book some profits of uh, FMCG and metals. And that's about it. And even cement sectors, infrastructure, those kind of stocks may also tend to outperform in my view. So that's the way we should try to look at the market next week. So all right, so I hope you found this video useful. Again, whatever I've shared here is my personal opinion. Please do your own research if you're taking any positions. Look for price action, volume, momentum, right? These are the factors which will give you good trading opportunities. So I'll also leave my WhatsApp and email contacts in the description. Plus, if you want to subscribe to my live market support, where we have a Telegram group and you can join, and I'll be sharing my trading ideas there. I'll leave that link also in the description. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good trading week ahead. Bye-bye.